Hello, everybody. So I thought I'd pop on here while I have a few minutes. I haven't had much time to do any videos, so I wanted to get one out to you as soon as I could. I want to talk to you for a second about direction, about favor, and about Burning Man. So I've had a lot of different requests or people emailing or about Burning Man. So I want to tell you that we tried to get some tickets to go and only one of our team got them. So we're going to try again. I'm not really sure if we're going to go. I'm trying to weigh in on that a little bit and see if that's something we're supposed to do, because there's a lot of opportunities that are all over the place without going into the desert, right? And we did that for a lot of years, and so we just don't have a camp anymore. We don't have all the things we need anymore. I want to talk to you though about a direction too, because I'm hearing a lot of things like, well, we can't make plans, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, or we're supposed to do this. You need to stay on course. Okay. I was getting off the airplane. I did a thing in Austin, a dream class, and I just heard in my spirit, it's already been settled. So I felt like, what we're seeing and what we're hearing and all the things that are going on around us don't really matter, because it's already settled. God already knows what's going to happen. He knows how it's going to play out. So we need to stay the course. If you're moving in a direction that you feel God wants you to go, then keep going that way. Don't forsake it. Don't leave it because of circumstances or things like that. We all have a tendency to do that. We all have a tendency just to back off and just forget it and let it go. And so I'm just saying, I feel like that we need to stay the course, because we have stuff we've got to do regardless of what else goes on. All right. What else goes on? I mean, my gosh, look at it. I mean, it's every kind of thing coming in every direction. The other day I laid down just for a minute to take a quick little, power nap or something. And I literally heard like two arrows or darts go by my head. It was like, and it startled me. Like I woke up and I thought, oh, so you're throwing darts or you're throwing arrows or whatever. It's like, still, that's not going to deter me. That's not going to stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do. So we're going to raise up teams. We're going to raise up people. We're going to give you direction, I spent years, literally years, going into places to learn how to navigate the culture that we're currently living in, the woke culture. I spent years going out and finding out how to talk, how to navigate, how to go around it, how to keep the walls down, how to be able to communicate truth to a world that's shut off to truth. They don't want to believe the truth. They can't handle the truth, right? Whatever. And so I'm just saying that, we're going to train people to do the stuff. I've got doing the stuff coming up. I've got some more things that we're going to be doing, but here's the deal. I'm going to train people that really want to do it. Okay. So if you don't want to do it, don't come, because it's frustrating to me. It's like, here's some great ideas. Here's some great strategies. Here's some things that we can begin to do that are going to bring you into a safe place to give instruction or information or tear down the thought processes or the ideologies of people that are thinking everything but the truth, right? So here's what we can do, and here's how we can go about it, and here's how we can navigate as a team together. So I just want you to realize that the direction that you've been given it's not stopping because of all the circumstances. There's always going to be circumstances. There'll all be things. There will always be something. Darts are going to fly past your head while you're trying to get a power nap. You're going to have this kind of stuff go on, but that doesn't mean that you stop. It doesn't mean you stop. Then I want to talk to you about supernatural favor. When you've been given an instruction, and you've been given direction, and you've been given equipping, and you're equipping, and you're equipped, and you're equipping others, you have supernatural favor. This is favor you can't get on your own. It's not favor that comes from your efforts or any of that. It comes from God. God opening doors that no man can shut, shutting doors that no man can open. So you want to pay attention to that. Wherever the favor is where you want to go. If you're laboring and you're striving and you're trying to push and you feel like you're spinning in concrete or cement or molasses or whatever, you got to stop striving. Cease striving and know that he's God, and he's going to give you supernatural favor to do stuff. So we're going to do some outreaches this summer, and we're going to do some outreaches into the fall, and I'm going to be doing some things in various places, and I've got them on the events page, but I'm going to try and get everybody equipped as much as we can to be able to navigate in these particular arenas. We're going to see a harvest field of people coming out of the LGBTQ. We already know that. They've even told us that. They even tell us that. You know, people that are involved that are at living the lifestyle have said, you know, I just feel like there's more. I feel like there's something else that I need. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. You know, there's always more. There's always more. There's always something of a course correction that can take place in our lives that bring us on course with the organic design of who we are and why we're here and what we're made for, right? So it's interesting to me to hear comments, you know, that when I get out and about. And so we have camera equipment now. We're going to start the Dream Show. I've told you about the Dream Show. We're trying to get some land. We want to have our own space where we don't have to worry about pitching a tent, tearing it down, getting out on a place and having to tear it down. We want to be able to have our own place where we're not struggling. We're looking kind of at north of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's some land out there. So we want to be able to have our own studio, to have our own stuff so that we're able to communicate accurately. I've got people all over the world who want to learn. And I've got another book that I'm going to get out. I'm trying to get this out. But I just wanted to tell you that we're in this weird, remember I talked to you before about distraction? Don't get distracted. It's real easy. Look over here, look over there, snap, 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 snap. Look at this, look at that. And it's like God said, it's already settled. Already know. Doesn't mean you don't pray. You do pray. You pray into the promise, into the understanding that God's already got it settled. He knows what he's doing. And he knows what he's got for us because we have a job to do. We can't just sit down and pretend like it's all over. Yeah, I want Jesus to come back and I want the rapture to happen. I want it all, right? But that doesn't mean it's always going to happen like that. So we're going to have to keep going, occupy until he comes. And so I just want to give us some encouragement, kind of a pep rally, like don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep going for it. Keep moving forward. Guaranteed he's going to remove things from us and our lives that are no longer needed. And I can speak for myself, like the Burning Man Festival. If I'm not meant to go out there, and that was a season for me, and I spent years building and investing, and it's a tremendous harvest ground. I mean, the field is ripe there. I mean, my goodness, we've got everything out there. And it's great for training others, on how to navigate people and love and how to learn how to love well and how to be available to people that are seeking. But if it's my time is up there, then there's something else. There's another place. There's something else that I need to be doing. And part of it is equipping and training. So we want to give you solid foundational things that will keep you anchored in days of rough waters and things when you don't see and you don't know what's going to happen. I know a lot of people are in a transition right now and you don't know whether to stay or whether to go. You don't know whether to keep moving forward in what you were shown to do or whether you need to pull back and redirect or whatever. Well, I guarantee you that God won't leave you hanging. He's not going to leave you in not knowing what to do or where to go. He's going to give you instruction. The other thing I want to address right now is all the disputes and the demonstrations and things, with college campuses and all this. And we see them all bowing down and the Palestinian, the whole thing. And I was looking at this and I thought, oh my gosh, what's happening? You know what he said? And I heard it. I heard this. Maybe this is the way I just think anymore. But it was almost like God said, well, at least they know how to worship. And I thought, what? Because he can come in and swoop and give them the correct visual focus on what they need, who they need to worship, right? I mean, we saw this in the instance, or the Matthew 2 with the wise men. They were following the star. They were stargazers, they were astrologists, they were following the star, but when they found Jesus, they worshiped, right? So they were already on a course, they were already looking, they were already seeking. And I thought, oh my goodness, it's almost like when this move comes into a full expression, there's going to be a whole new focus on who they worship and who is the king and who is real. And dreams will definitely be a huge highway for a communication of information. People are already getting saved through their dreams, and they're having Jesus show up in dreams, in visions, in night visions, and everything else. And he's showing them and telling them who he is. You can't stop that, It's like a freight train. You're never going to be able to stop it. So I just say, let's just hang on to God. And let's let him give us the instruction that we need, and let's keep moving forward so that we're not distracted and pulled off course and we stop in the middle of the road. It's like if you're going over train tracks and you see a train coming, you don't stop and look at it. Don't stop and look at the train. Keep going across the track. Get over it and get past whatever obstacle could be coming, right? So I wanted to encourage you about that. Pray with us about Burning Man. Pray with us about the outreaches that we're going to be creating for the summer. We're going to try and get some more places to do training. I know it's summer. I know that we have a lot of things going on, but I'm not going to quit because it's summer, And so I want to give you something solid to hold on to for now, because it's important that we hold on. And we allowed God to show us the next steps. It's Nayot. I remember the shoes, Nayot, they came out and it says the next step. That was their slogan. It's the next step. So let's let him show us the next step, what it is he's got for us to do. And I just want to thank all of you for signing up for the Shout, for being connected with us, for sowing into our ministry and all the things that you've done, and it doesn't go unnoticed. We pray for all of you. Make sure that you get on the prayer call at the end of the month, the last Monday of every month with Tim, because we're praying for all kinds of things. I'm trying to get the shouts out so you can be updated on things that we're doing, where we're going, where we're training, and you have to try and get there, okay? Not everything's going to be live streamed. I mean, some things you're going to have to make an effort to get on there. So, and I'm trying to equip and train, but I also need to have you there, because we do an impartation. We do something that you are receiving as it's being given out. You have times to do Q&A, question and answer, and things like that. So if you haven't gotten Words That Work, make sure that you buy Words That Work. Get Methods to End the Madness, and also the Dream Book. The Dream Book is what your dreams are telling you. And but this will be a guideline, a workbook for you. This will be something that will help you. I'm going to be going to Hawaii in September with Katy Perry's mom, and this book really ministered to her and really helped her communicate with people in her field, who she's connected with. So, we're doing the best what we can, and we're trying to give everyone a heads up. We're trying to move forward and navigate despite all the disturbance and, landmines and things that blow up and things that take your attention and arrows that fly past your head while you're trying to have a nap. And you just have to say, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it. So it is what it is, and we're going to thank Jesus, because he's the one who brings up the rear guard. He fights the battle for us. He gives us the victory, and we're going to be able to accomplish everything that we set out to do. All right, guys, I love you. I hope to be on here soon again, and we will talk soon. Make sure you go on my website, cindymcgill.org, cindymcgill.org. Go to my YouTube channel. Look at all the videos. We've got so many outreach videos and things. We're trying to keep them up on social media, but you've got a lot of them to watch there at the YouTube channel, as long as we have it. You know how that is. And so you know, watched some of the videos, some of the outreach efforts and things like that. We've been able to interview a number of important people that had life-changing experiences, you know, and just because God just directed it, set it up, and gave them an encounter with him, and they know it and they feel it and they tell you. So all right, so get the books, and also we're going to be doing some more training classes. So I'm going to try to do some for people that don't live in the country too. All right, God bless you guys. Praying for you, praying for all of us, right? A lot of stuff coming here and there and here and there, but we're going to make it. All right, bless you guys. Bye.